Move over, kids. Today, I am coming from a different location. I am in this corner of the room as opposed to that corner of the room. So you can actually see a new shelving unit full of Zelda goodies. That actually is one that I usually keep a lot of the smaller holy grails of my collection. It's been a week, and not a lot has happened in the gaming world, but I thought I need to do a video at least once a week. So here I am. I've got a little bit of snippets here and there. First off, I want to apologize. I made an error. That a couple of my subscribers and peeps have kind of called out and said. Last video, I kind of made a video saying that there's like a Switch conspiracy going on, and I'm not sure if I actually believe that there's a Switch conspiracy. I will say that I was reporting that a lot of people believe that there's some sort of conspiracy in getting Switch games out at a later date than their PS4, Xbox counterparts in order to make people buy the game twice. This was my error. So I'm standing by almost everything I said, but this was my error. I said, why was Crash Bandicoot released on the PlayStation and then a year later released on the Nintendo Switch? Well, apparently it was a timed exclusive, and when that year was up, it came out on the Switch and the Xbox. So that was completely wrong on me. Now, Spyro being released on Xbox and PlayStation is still in question, but in regards to Crash Bandicoot, I made the mistake. It was all me and my lack of research, or me just spouting off things without going back in the editing process and realizing that I had said something wrong. So that was me. I, for that instance, was fake news. However, I try not to be at all. So my apologies to my viewers and to Sony and Toys for Bob, the publisher of Crash Bandicoot. Anyways, I also want to thank my fellow subscriber, EPS 5000. He was one of those who called me out, but this dude right here, this person watches pretty much all my videos, or at least they comment on it, and I do appreciate you taking the time to do that. Now, moving on, I want to talk Dragon Builders. Dragon Builders is a game that I thoroughly enjoy. My kids thoroughly enjoy. They are 3 and 5, and they're always talking about it. They watch me play. They watch my wife play. This is a game. My wife is not a big gamer, and she thoroughly enjoys this game. She enjoys it so much that I've kind of taken a step back from playing just so I could allow her to experience more of it and my kids to experience more of it through her. So this is a great game for hardcore gamers, casual gamers, and even kids to watch. But what I want to talk about, because I've already said this kind of in a different video, I have a review of Dragon Quest Builders. But what I want to talk about is that, did you know that this game was originally designed for the Sony Fire engine? Sony PlayStation has its own engine for games to be built on to make it easier for games to come to the PlayStation. Well, originally Dragon Quest was built for the Fire engine, and almost, you would think, an exclusive. It's not an exclusive, but you would think it would be primarily for exclusives on the PlayStation. Well, because this was, the big deal here is that because it was on the Fire engine design, but could make the transfer over the Switch, over to the Nintendo Switch, that means that any game on the Sony Fire engine has the potential to make it to the Nintendo Switch, and not just make it to the Nintendo Switch, but to be of high quality. I have no issues with this game whatsoever. And now I want to talk Bethesda. Bethesda is saying right now that they are extremely happy. They are extremely happy with their Nintendo Switch sales of Skyrim, Doom, and you can see that they just released some footage of Wolfenstein, and we knew Wolfenstein was coming, but the question was, how long would we have to wait on a Nintendo platform to get Wolfenstein? And it seems like they are trying to speed up the process. And these Bethesda Bethesda, sorry, I have a hard time saying their name for some reason. I had a speech impediment as a child. My mom is from Thailand, and I guess I had trouble saying some words growing up. And Bethesda is, for some reason, I always trip over that word, so my apologies there. But Bethesda is just showing their love for the Nintendo, and they are extremely happy with what's been going on and the sales and the feedback from Nintendo fans. And my feedback also is thank you for showing the third-party world what ports can be, Bethesda, and I'm going to support you. So Bethesda, we appreciate you, and soon we'll have to stop calling Bethesda games ports and just Bethesda Switch version games. There's a big difference. It won't be a port, it'll just be the version for the Switch. Speaking of mature games, Grand Theft Auto, congratulations Rockstar. Grand Theft Auto has become the highest grossing media platform of all time. Grand Theft Auto 5 in particular, but I guess if you count the entire series. But no, let's just say Grand Theft Auto 5 has become the highest grossing piece of media ever that people have shelled out their money. It's at $6 billion. I know that's a big difference at $1 billion. I don't remember it offhand, but I don't want to do another Crash Bandicoot error and say 6,000 when it was 5,000 or 5,000 when it was 6,000. So let's just say, though I do know for a fact that it is the highest grossing of all time, with Gone to the Wind actually being the second runner-up. Now, if you include Star Wars, all of its merchandise, t-shirts, toys, then Star Wars would completely blow Grand Theft Auto out of the water. But we're talking one particular thing. So it would be like putting Grand Theft Auto 5 up against Star Wars Return of the Jedi. You can't include all 3 of the original trilogy, or even all 7, 8, 9 if you include Rogue One. You can't include all 9 Star Wars movies, and the Ewok movies, if you count those too, but that would, add an extra $20. No, I'm just saying one piece of media, and that's Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, it was released on many platforms, and those do factor in, but Grand Theft Auto 5 right now has broken the record, and is by far and away, no one is close to even catching up. So, congratulations, Grand Theft Auto 5. I've yet to play it. I've never played Grand Theft Auto, and I probably won't, but I will say this. I think this, and this is all speculation on my part, I think the fact that Grand Theft Auto 5 just obliterated this highest grossing piece of media of all time, that just lends even more credence to that it is coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Why? Because why not? If you have this title of greatest selling thing of all time, you can just keep it going. You can keep that momentum going right now on the Switch. You would think that, like, Gone with the Wind, for example. Gone with the Wind, it's probably not really, it's just going to keep creeping up little by DVD sales. But Grand Theft Auto 5 has an opportunity, a completely untapped market. Every Gone with the Wind market has been tapped, but Grand Theft Auto 5 has a completely untapped market on the Nintendo Switch, and they can add who knows how much, a couple extra million, hundreds of millions of dollars in sales by just releasing it on another platform. So that's kind of crazy that not only is Grand Theft Auto 5 already number 1, but they have other untapped markets that they can get into. So I think that will lend to the rumors that Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming to the Switch. Just more like, why not? Why wouldn't they? Just keep this title as long as you can. Now, will I buy it? No. I don't like games where the protagonist is the bad guy, but whatever. It's not a judgment call. I'm not judging anyone here. I'm just saying that's me. That's just me. Oh, finally, I received a replacement for my Majora's Mask yesterday, and I'm really pumped about that. Because I got the replacement, the box, I am only missing one Zelda cameo. one Zelda cameo. And when I say Zelda cameo, it could be Link, it could be whatever. It could be any character from the Zelda series. There's only one cameo, and it's not even really a cameo, but it kind of is. I'm only missing one in all of gaming history. If you can tell me what it is before the end of 2018, if you can tell me what it is, you only get one guess though. If you can tell me what it is, I will send you a $5 eShop card. And don't think $5 is nothing. There are a lot of solid Nintendo eShop games on the Switch for $5 and under. In fact, there's one Oxenfree right now, $5, and it's on sale from $20 to $5. That's 75% off. And if you can guess the cameo that I am referring to, talking about, and it's a kind of sort of cameo. Some people would even say, I don't think so. You get a $5 eShop card. Anyways, I do appreciate you. Have a good day, and it is dangerous to go alone. Please share this video and my channel with a friend.